What up though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I do these steps. Sun has peaked out a little bit, so it's gotten a little bit warmer. We'll see how long that lasts for. But let's talk about women that tell all your relationship business and why you should beware of that type of woman. You know, that type of woman that has to tell everybody everything about what's going on between y'all, she is going to not only tell every little thing that happens, any little disagreement that y'all have, but she is always going to frame herself as being a victim and you the jerk. Always, without fail. You know, if she is going on, IG making stories that are kind of vague, but not really, because anybody that's following her knows this about you. No, man, no. If she's going on Facebook writing paragraphs about this happened between y'all, that happened between y'all had a disagreement on this, and she only tells how you responded to things she said and did, and doesn't really give the context behind what she did to receive those actions. Nah, man, nah. No. You know, that's reputation management. And you've seen that a lot. You just probably didn't really know what it was. You know, whenever I see a story on social media, like, I'm not on Facebook anymore. I got the hell off of there. I don't know if I'll ever return. If there's a reason for me to return, I will. If I can use it to where it brings me some sort of value, I'll consider it. But as of right now, I'm just not interested. But I'll tell you about when I was on there. Without fail, I would see these long relationship posts from women, and they would just be no accountability posts whatsoever. How do I know they're no accountability posts? Because the entire thing would frame the guy as just almost being a maniac with no motivation whatsoever, no provoking whatsoever. And she's just this innocent party that is just on the receiving end of his ire. It would be like some Tyler Perry stuff, because Tyler Perry movies, that's why I don't really mess with his movies, because he loves to frame men as just being just the scourge of the world. Meanwhile, the women there, their greatest sin is just loving this flawed man. You know, it's the greatest hardship under the sun is having to love this flawed man in spite of how toxic he is, in spite of how abusive he is. They're just going to keep on loving him because their love will heal him. Yeah, that's like that's like every Tyler Perry thing, right? You remember the episode of the Boondocks where they basically said how the plot for Diary of a Mad Black Woman is pretty much the plot of every Tyler Perry movie? Man, that cracked me up, because I've seen Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and I've seen a couple other Tyler Perry movies. Don't judge. It wasn't my idea, man. You know, sometimes those date nights, man. She didn't went to go see Fast and the Furious with you. She didn't went to go see, whatever action movie with you. She didn't went to go see a few action movies with you, okay? And even though she enjoyed those action movies too, right along with you, her motivation for going to see them with you was so that one day she could twist your arm into going to see that Tyler Perry flick. And since she done seen so many of the movies you wanted to see, you feel compelled to agree. So yes, I've seen some Tyler Perry movies. No, I did not want to. And yes, I paid attention. That's how I can tell you these stories of why this Facebook stuff, it be just like some stuff out of Tyler Perry movies. We go ahead and keep moving this way, because I'm waiting on this light. It's taking too long. And since the sun then went behind us a little bit, it went behind the clouds again, we'll go ahead and head back this way again. But as I was saying, it'll be this long Tyler Perry script, basically, of how they've done nothing wrong, and the guy is just like a maniac, just acting out of pocket for no reason. That's how you know this is some nonsense. This is some no accountability garbage. You know, that's a red flag in itself. If a woman has been in a bunch of different relationships and all of the breakups were his fault, she never did anything wrong, you know that's a red flag. That's some BS. That is like no accountability 101. But still, the Facebook stuff, the social media stuff as a whole, you don't want to deal with a woman that is always airing y'all laundry on social media. Every little thing that happens, she just got to tell people. It's either on social media, she got to tell her mama, she got to tell her aunties. You just don't want to deal with this for several reasons. One, they're going to be giving her advice on how to move in y'all relationship, you know, because she's soliciting advice from them. Now, they're already biased because these are her friends, you know, these are her family. So they're already going to be biased, all right? And it seems like the better quality guy you are, the more her friends and family, at least the female ones, don't like you. You know, so be prepared for that. The more solid of a dude you are, the more her friends and family, female ones anyway, are not going to like you because they're usually in relationships with bad dudes and love him regardless. And no matter how much awesome stuff you do, they're only going to remember what negative things that she says about you. They're always going to dismiss anything good that you've done. There's no amount of good you can do where you will ever be seen as a positive influence in her life. And it's usually her fault because she's went telling them so much negative stuff about you, you know, any little time that y'all have a disagreement. So they already have a bias against you because these are her peoples. But then it's made even worse. It's compounded by the fact that she always frames the event that happened as you being the aggressor and her being the victim. She's only going to tell a version of events where she is the hero or the victim. She's never going to tell them a version of events where she is the villain. So understand that. Pay attention to these sorts of things, you know, because they're going to affect you. These things are going to make your life suck. You don't want your life to suck. You want your life to be awesome. But if you're dealing with a woman like this, it's not going to be awesome. It's going to suck. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be chaotic. So be wary of these behavior patterns, man. Do not, I repeat, do not date a woman that always has to tell y'all business. She's going to tell everything to everybody. It's going to be on social media. It's going to be told to her girlfriends. It's going to be told to her mama and her aunties. You can't win. You never can win. You're always at a disadvantage. And notice, guys usually don't do this. When the guys have disagreements with their lady, they usually don't go talking to their buddies about it and whatnot because, I mean, buddies are just like, I mean, bro, what do you want us to say? You know, you chose her. You know, what are you gonna do? If she really that bad, go and break up with her and keep it moving. That's just usually what your homies is gonna say. If it's really that bad, as you're saying, they're not gonna tell you stay in a situation that's bad for you. They're gonna say, if it's that bad, go ahead and break up with her and keep on moving. However, on her end, it ain't gonna be if it's really that bad, break up with him. No, any little thing is gonna be break up with you. Any little thing. Anything that you do, break up with him. They are never going to try to tell her to work things out with you, that you're a good man, that you're a stable man, you're the best guy she's ever been with, that all those other dudes before you were toxic. No, they like those toxic dudes she was with before you more. How about that? Let's talk about that part. Her auntie and her mama, they like that toxic dude who she was with before you more than you. So you just cannot win in this scenario. And that's why I say don't even try. Get out of it. Do not deal with women that do this. If you're in a relationship with a woman who does this, you likely have experienced already some of the things that I'm talking about. So you already know what I'm saying. You might already been inching towards getting out of this and you just needed that last little push. I hope I've provided you with that push. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it lands for who needed to hear it. Appreciate y'all connecting with me. I'm gonna continue these steps. Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.